Oh, it's happened once again. They've done it. They've come back. They're stealing we gotta steal even more artwork. They've beaten me to a pulp. They beat me to a pulp, but I'm gonna keep on keep on going. Keep on going. We bit of a fork in the road, and these new set of guards, they're worse than ever. But my trick, even worse than the ones from last day. Yeah, these are all back to back. It's me, John Churchman, once again. And for the news scoop, I got beat up by the new guards. They're a bunch of wussies, am I right? They kind of suck. The new bunch of guards, but they are dangerous, all right? And I gotta keep a close lookout. Look at what they did to me. And I don't even know what they've done to the rest. But stand strong. That's my motto. And we will get through this. This is the last batch of guards. In my professional opinion, there's been someone controlling this all along, and it's most dangerous set of guards. Although not all of them seem to be on the same level as most. They were supposed to prove me wrong there. Anyways, they were, I'm gonna get through this, okay? That's a promise to you. That's a promise to my family. It's a promise to anybody else I have inspired out here. We're gonna defeat the person who's behind all of this and his last group of guards here that he's sent after us. I think it's about time I shared you how my brother Bert, my dear brother Bert, fell in the church fire. The church fire was caused by the big man, the big dog, who they call Adrian, the big dog Adrian, the big boss's name, and he's a mean man. He's a mean man. I've never seen him, but he took out my brother, a man who was better than I. But you know what? I'm still resilient. I'm gonna defeat these guards, and Adrian's rule will be vanquished, and we will prevail. First, a secret weapon. Key to success. Always take good advice. Should be enough to, why did I do that? This should be enough to get me through all of the stuff. Do not enter. Suspicious. Suspicious indeed. But I think I have gained a newfound confidence to perhaps do a jailbreak this time. One also maybe not necessary.
Wait, Becky, please tell Becky.
Have you perhaps found the safe room? Tell me. Okay. We have a good room. No. This is my final stand. I will fight against you guards. You guards you will not take us down. You will fall to the art.
to the art, to the, okay, kind souls sacrificing themselves. This is my time. This is my moment. I'm gonna do right, and I'm gonna. You stay back. You. Am I like immune to guards or what is happening? I'm on a quest. Stand with me, fellow people. The revolution is recorded, not televised. Recorded, and we got this. We got this. We got this. Nobody, what? I'm legitimately trying to be brave here. Why did people... Who said the room? Who said the room?
Huh?
Who said the room?
Maybe.
To the guard.
I don't know.
Okay. Traitorous intentions, if you ask me. Kitchen. Another soul saved by the, well, I gotta be humble here. As my brother Bert said, being humble is the key to success.
Yes.
So, to the, no guards are here. Kitchen. Downstairs. Oh my gosh, it's the kitchen. Oh my gosh. Fartface, I don't think I've never been so glad to see you, if I'm being honest. You know, I said some really harsh things to you before, and the last time, but I hope you have it in your soul to forgive me. Fartface, please, all I ask is just a simple forgiveness.
Ryan's down there.
Simple. Which Ryan? Where are we running from? Yeah, I don't know about this Ryan you guys are talking about.
Oh. GG, guys.
You guys.
Cliffhanger. We'll never know if we get back together.
Okay. Let's just pretend they beat me up. I had props. Yeah. No, what was the cliffhanger ending shot? And so, John, Fartface, and the other brave souls successfully fended off the church that's underground for the 4th time. The evil church guards, under the rule of their leader, Adrian, retreated from the church and never came back. No, now it was John that was on the offensive against the evil guards. He took a small band of freedom fighters with him to track down the villainous Adrian. Fartface led his own separate group against the guards because of personal issues with John, but his group got lost on the way. Before John left, however, he went to see the mentor for some final words of advice before embarking on his quest. Unfortunately, the mentor had died of old age during the 3rd church siege. John was heartbroken, but he carried on with his group. He had many skirmishes along the way, and many of his group members died, but John carried on. He had to avenge all that died during the church invasions. John finally reached Adrian's army after many weeks of travel. Both armies were beaten and battered, but Adrian's army was stronger in numbers. John and Adrian dueled each other during the battle. The duel was mainly a stalemate, but then Adrian used his special weapon of whipping John with his belt. John collapsed on the floor, his back forming welts and his energy feeling drained.
Foolish John.
said Adrian.
I was the one who killed your brother. I set fire to the church. I was there disguised as one of your puny church friends the entire time.
Why are we using this elevator? Doesn't it lead exactly to the jail?
That's the point.
I tried to capture him and lure him into the prison, but he didn't listen, so I had to kill him.
Feeling enraged, John lunged at Adrian, but then Adrian whipped John on his John. Feeling defeated, John began to question if this was truly it for him. But then, the voice from the sky.
If a voice from above could give me some advice, other than drinking water, maybe that could help.
I began to speak to him again. John, drink water, it said. The mentor? Is that you? Asked John. Yes, John. Remember my teachings. Drink water and you will still defeat Adrian. But I don't have any water with me. My water bottle is empty. Improvise, said the mentor before fading away. It was at this moment when John knew what he had to do, but he needed a distraction.
I'm gonna whip you so hard that you wish you had died in the fire instead,
said Adrian. Wait, said John. Have you ever thought about bringing your GameCube to school before? Then, Adrian proceeded to start yapping like no one had ever yapped before. It was a tip that John had learned about Adrian during his travels. While Adrian was yapping about his GameCube, John had unzipped his pants and started pissing inside his water bottle. It's a long shot, but it might work, John whispered to himself. Once the water bottle was full, John drank every last bit of his own piss and became Ultra John. When Adrian had finally realized what was going on, he whipped John as hard as he could, but it was ineffective. John felt no pain. And then, John laid but a single fingertip on Adrian. Adrian then exploded into a million pieces after John used a mere 1% of his power. The rest of the battle was a breeze after John gained his powers. The church forces defeated the guards, and were all celebrated as heroes once they got back. John's powers eventually wore off, but he made the most of them in that short time frame. John and Fartface never became on good terms again, but that was mainly because Fartface overdosed on chicken nuggets and died of a heart attack a week later. As for John, he lived for another 50 years, until one day he tried to drink his own piss and gained superpowers again. However, this time, he just got really sick and died. After he died, John met up with a mentor in heaven, and they both drank heaven water together. Today, the church that's underground is a historical landmark where the legacy of these brave heroes is still taught to this day. Yeah. Going back to my roots. You guys ready?
There's a church that's underground, and there is evil around. The guards are so evil that I think I'm gonna frown. Bert was the hero, but he died in the fire. His brother John was not a Jenga for weed buyer. Adrian was the villain all along.
I didn't think he was, but I guess I was wrong. I hope you enjoy this plot summary. I don't know what rhymes with plot summary.